Who are we looking at?
Welcome, everybody, to Suite 301. It's the off season here. Suite 301 is our monthly webcast we do every month. We're officially in the middle of summer, and the office is gearing up for the upcoming season.
Yes,
This is our off season.
It is. Remember to follow us on Facebook and Twitter for the latest news. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Call Club Sports, to get videos from around our leagues and view past Suite 301 episodes.
Yeah. As you guys can see, we have 3 new Call Club Sports employees. So to kick things off this afternoon, I'd like to introduce everybody watching our 3 new staff members. First up, we've got Rachel Hartman to my right. Rachel is our Sports Information Director and McLean Sponsorship Account Manager. She hails from Atlanta and has been working within club sports for about 10 years.
Welcome, Rachel.
Welcome. Good to have you on board.
And to my left, we got Mike Mulcairn and Tracy Reardon. And I'm not going to do your introductions. I want you guys to kind of introduce who you guys are, what you're doing with Call Club Sports, and so on and so forth. Mike, Double M, go ahead. Lead us off.
Hey, just let me top of the first here. Okay, my name's Mike, obviously. I'm going to be our Wilson and DeMarini sponsorship rep. So anything from, footballs, basketballs to kind of the big thing come spring, baseball bats. I can be reached here to cover that. Grew up in Pittsburgh, played sports my whole life, so really
Point Park alum.
Yeah.
Point Park alum, which is in the city. Nobody knows who Point Park is, but it's a small school. It's a small, expensive school.
It's very expensive.
Yeah, it wasn't cheap.
It's very expensive.
And in Pittsburgh. So, yeah, we're thrilled to have Mike on board. He was actually down at the D1 World Series, so he kind of got a taste of the NCBA, the elite of the NCBA down there. So we're excited to have him on board. And Tracy?
Tracy, I will be the Director of New Team Development for the NCSA, as well as Assistant Director for Spring Training Operations, and I also handle the fundraising accounts for all 4 of the leagues here at Call Club Sports. Grew up on Long Island, went to school at Cortland in Central New York, played club there for a few years, and now I'm here in Pittsburgh, so...
We're excited to have you as well.
Very excited.
Thrilled.
And Rachel, also excited to have you on board. So thank you guys. Appreciate you coming on for as briefly as you are, but
Thanks for having us.
Oh, hey,
Absolutely.
Our pleasure. And you're sticking with us, right?
Absolutely.
All right, cool.
Tracy is.
So let's. I guess you want to switch.
We're gonna switch gears and talk about softball, Tracy. What can you tell us? Do you have any new teams coming aboard or anything like that?
Since I started like 3.5 weeks ago, we have 5 new teams signed on.
Wow, that's a team, more than a team per week average.
Yeah, it's pretty
That's a good average.
news. Notre Dame, California.
Who?
Notre Dame.
Notre.
Yeah.
Okay.
California, Miramar University at San Diego, University of Northern Colorado, Lake Superior State University, as well as
Lake Superior State. That's up in the Upper Peninsula, huh?
yeah.
The UP.
The UP.
It's up there.
Uh-huh. And who else? Do you have one more?
I do. USC Union.
USC Union, nice. Which I believe is also a
So that brings
returner for baseball as well.
the total to 13 new teams since last season.
Wow.
Very exciting.
Wow. So there's 8 others before you came on. Wow.
Yeah.
Alex, you got some catching up to do, brother. Good work. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
That is very good. Thank you, Tracy. Let's get Savannah on the line. Talk about some things with spring training. Sure. Thanks, Tracy.
Welcome.
Hello.
Hello, Savannah. Welcome to Suite 301.
Suite 301.
Yeah, word.
What's up?
What's up? We're going to be obviously talking about some spring training things. Big news, I guess, is we're re-signed with Tampa, correct?
Yes. Huge news. The press release came out about that. If teams haven't seen that, we posted it. It's all over, social media, the websites. We've re-signed with Tampa for March of 2017. So
All right, great.
super excited. It's obviously been a long time that we've been with them. So teams definitely that come down year to year, you know what to expect, and it's going to be 10 times better as usual. So.
Boom. And now tell me, I mean, it's crazy to even think about it, but is registration opening up soon for that?
Yes, we are anticipating opening registration this week.
Oh, geez.
Wow.
Which is crazy, awesome. It's good to be able to open registration early, and it's good to go ahead and be thinking about this. If your team is listening and you're considering spring training, go ahead and give one of us a call so that we can go ahead and get you working on a team budget. Go ahead and get you working on that registration paperwork, because the earlier you get this done, the better. The early registration deadline will be November 15th, and any team that registers past that will pay more money. So,
Okay. So more incentive to sign up early.
yeah, take advantage of it, and
Yeah.
that's why we're going to open registration early this year, just so that we can get a head start, the teams can get a head start. It's good for everybody.
And I know, I mean, there's teams that, are staple down there that go down there every year. So for those teams, it only makes sense for them to get, signed up early during the discount period to save that money. So
Right, absolutely.
is the registration, is that going to be announced? How are you guys announcing that?
We'll announce it. We'll post it all everywhere and send it out to the teams
Okay.
individually as well in separate emails.
All right, so teams,
Cool.
everybody look out for that for sure. Yeah, I think we say it every time about spring training. If you're thinking about doing it, do it, because you won't regret it, and you'll probably be a team that comes down every year. And another reason to get signed up early is it fills up quick. I mean, there's only so
Yeah.
many teams we
I
can
was
get
about
down there.
to say, looking at the spring break, schedules for this coming March. So we've already pulled every spring break for this upcoming March of 2017, and it looks like there's going to be 2 major weeks filled. So it may come to the very point where we have to actually turn teams away or cut teams' games. Like if you register late or last minute, you may not get that schedule request that you're asking. But if you're one of the teams that registered, in August, then definitely you take priority. First come, first serve, absolutely always.
Good stuff, yeah. So take care of that now. If you're thinking about it, do it now, because, yeah, you don't want to be left out of that mix. And, not playing baseball down in Tampa during March. So definitely do that. Now, as far as you had the softball league meeting during the World Series down in Columbus, Georgia, what kind of rules can you kind of give us an idea of how that meeting went, and any new rules that have come about from that meeting?
It went really well. I love having the team's input. And from that meeting, we devised a rules ballot, which every single team in the league gets a vote on. And the votes came back, and we should be releasing the new rule book hopefully this week. I'm hoping. We've got it, the edits are ready to go, just need to get that officialized and sent out. But the rules where we talked a little bit more about World Series pool play seating, that's going to be in the rule book now, meaning if there are 2 teams within the same conference, if they get seated in the same pool for pool play, it's at the discretion now of the NCSA to rearrange that so that they don't have to compete against each other in pool play, considering they've played each other 4, 5, 6
Yep.
times previously in the season. So I thought that was a really good rule change, and every single team was in favor of that. Slaughter rule, the teams upped that to 15 after 3 instead of 12, which was the original. So 15 after 3, give you a little bit more time to play, come back, just get that little bit more experience that you need. That, and then we added a little bit more verbiage into the forfeiture rules, just making sure that any forfeiting team, they have to keep their regional director informed, and it's 48 hours notice specifically. So
Gotcha.
instead of sufficient notice. They wanted a little bit more detail, so you got it. 48 hours versus, Trump's sufficient. So
Cool.
those few things. It sounds like with baseball, you guys had quite a few more. So I'm actually
Yep.
really pleased with the rule changes we had for softball after I looked at the rule changes that came out for baseball today. So
Yeah, and we'll definitely discuss those in a little bit. But just real quickly, I don't know if you know realignment within softball, but is there anything you need to let us know about that?
nothing yet. This time, next month, we should definitely have all the realignment completed. Just know that it has started. And if you are one of these bubble teams that is a new team that's been working with Tracy, definitely, we need to get your paperwork in ASAP so that we can include you in that realignment discussion, which kicks off big tomorrow. So
Okay.
definitely be talking over the next 3 weeks. And like I said, by this time next month, we'll be able to give you guys some details.
All right.
Nice.
Good stuff.
All right, Sav, thank you for calling, and we'll catch up with you again next month.
Thanks so much. Have a good one.
See ya.
Bye.
A lot of softball news.
Lots of softball news, man.
Now we're going to talk about some baseball news.
That's good.
Sitting next to our D1 NCBA baseball expert.
Wow.
Let's
Expert.
talk about what's happening in the NCBA. We got a couple big fall tournaments coming up.
We do.
Some new teams, realignment, all that stuff. So
Yeah, I mean, as
let's dive right
fall
into it.
as far as fall tournaments go, we have the Battle Creek Blast,
Big
which
one.
registration is still open for that one, right?
Still, it's only a couple spots left.
Okay, so if you're interested in doing that,
Yeah.
definitely get involved. You had a great tournament last year.
Yes.
And 12 teams, now you're upping it to 16 teams.
Yes. So get your registration contracts in if you want to compete in the Battle Creek Blast.
Yes. I personally am putting on the State
Yeah.
College Classic. Unfortunately,
No spots left.
no spots left in that one. That filled up pretty quickly, and I actually have 3 teams on a wait list
Yeah.
right now. So if you need any teams, I can maybe throw some your way. But yeah, lots of fall tournaments. Wood Wars is going to be going on
Yeah.
once again down in McKinney, Texas. I forget the date that's going to take place, but you can find that out on Facebook and things like that. But the State College Classic and the Battle Creek Blast will
Same
both be
weekend.
happening September 23rd, 24th, and 25th
25th,
weekend. So that'll be fun to see all those teams getting to play during that weekend. We'll also have the Greenville Fall Invitational, which is down in Greenville, South Carolina. Eric will be taking the lead on that one this year, and that one's always a successful one. So lots of fall tournaments out there. We're trying to get some other ones out west for some SOPAC teams. And maybe even up in the mid-America of the country, basically trying to get fall tournaments all across the country for you guys out there. So stay tuned. Always stay tuned to the websites and Facebooks and Twitter and things like that for any announcements for new tournaments. As far as new teams go for the 2016, this upcoming season, we've hired Alex Kane. He was introduced maybe 2 Sweet 301s ago. And he's been doing a great job, really pushing new teams hard to get on board. Right now we have Toledo, Central Connecticut State University, the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse, University of Rochester, Mary Washington, Lehigh, IUPUI, and USC Union. So in Union and Mary Washington were former teams that had maybe a year where they didn't do so spectacular, and now they're coming back.
Right.
So that's exciting, and I know he's got some LPAs from a lot of other teams just waiting on some reg fees and things like
Yeah.
that. So we're excited about all the new teams coming on board. Another big thing we want to talk about this time of year especially is your league participation agreements and registration forms. Right now, those are past due. So if you don't have it in, and all you should know who you are, if you don't have it in, you're seriously jeopardizing your membership with the NCBA this upcoming season. So if you want to renew your membership, you need to get that league participation agreement in. There's only a few out there, but you know who you are, so get that league participation agreement in ASAP. the other thing's the registration form, and that's just up-to-date
Update.
contact information for the team so that we know how to, or we're contacting the right people. So if you don't know if you have your LPA in, email me, call me, I can let you know. But that's very important to get those in. And that kind of ties hand in hand with the realignment. As Savannah talked on the phone about softball, we're going to be doing that at the Division II, or excuse me, at the NCBA level. And, we need to know which teams are going to be in the league in order to realign. So need to get those LPAs in. Last thing I kind of want to discuss, we just had the rules meeting not 2 weekends ago, July 9th. It was another great meeting. We had, a lot of people come in from across the country, the rules committee, to discuss all the rules that the teams brought to our attention. And I just they were released to everybody today. So they're on Facebook. You should have been emailed. They're on the website, so make sure to check those out. But just to highlight a couple of the big ones, we reduced the roster size, which was 33, down to 30, which was a big topic of discussion. Roster violations, it's remaining an on-field protest. And we have some specific guidelines teams need to follow in order to protest those roster violations, which is basically before first pitch. So lots of good things. I think it's a great meeting which shapes the league and the rule book. It was great having everybody in, and it was a successful meeting. And the new rule books with these changes will be out very soon. I hope early August is my plan to get them out. So look for those. But if you want to just view what the results were from this past meeting, you can find those on Facebook, the websites, and they should be in your email inbox. So
Cool.
lots of good things going on in the NCBA.
Yeah. Any info on the league meeting?
Yeah. Real quickly, we just decided that's going to be Wednesday, August 10th at 7 p.m. It's going to be live so that everybody and anybody can tune in. There's going to be a way for teams to ask questions live online. We will stop the meeting. A narrator will ask a question, and we'll do our best to answer it live. It's kind of nerve-wracking almost. But that'll be August 10th at 7 p.m., and we'll also have that announced to everybody through all social media and things like that. So,
Cool.
in another very important meeting that we can hope that everybody can attend.
Yeah, it's very important.
So, lots of
yeah.
things look forward to. Sorry, am I stealing your line?
You are. That's
my
it.
bad.
It's an exciting fall.
It is.
That we're looking forward to.
It is. But let's bring on Eric. To
Our
this,
fearless D2 leader.
I wouldn't call him fearless. I wouldn't call him
Our
fearless.
fearless
what you mean
D2
by that.
leader.
I'm just poking fun at you. Yep.
Well, Eric, welcome
You
to
guys
the show.
doing very good so far.
You think
It's been a
so?
good show.
Yeah.
Been
Sure,
enjoying from the
sure it
corner.
has.
What's going on?
Nothing. What's up with you?
I'm not gonna lie, you kind of stole everything I was going to talk about.
Well, yeah.
I guess we can just reiterate it on the D2 side. LPAs, reg forms, getting those in. The big question I've been getting a lot lately is about schedules. When are they going to come out? I guess the first step to that is we have to realign all the conferences because all those new teams you
So
mentioned.
get your LPAs in.
Yeah, I mean, the sooner you get those in, the sooner we can realign and finalize your conferences because you can't really schedule until I know who you're going to be playing against. So, that'll be done by the end of the month-ish, hopefully, maybe.
I don't know.
All
I mean,
right.
we have to get LPAs in. New teams need to get signed, things like that. So I think last year we did realignments in kind of the middle of August, not the middle of August, but like
Early August.
early August-ish.
So then schedule request forms will be going out middle of August, and then the sooner we get those back, the sooner we can start putting your guys' schedules together.
Yeah, I think schedules will probably be done, especially for the teams in the fall, for that play fall. They'll be, out end of August at the very latest, probably third
Yeah.
week in August.
So that's really the big
About a
thing to
month
touch
from
on.
now.
Just got to get those LPAs in.
Yeah,
Can't do
so-
much until then. So, and then you touch Greenville, November 11th through the 13th.
Boom.
Just became official today. Reg forms will be getting out soon. That fills up pretty quick, so get on that.
12 teams.
We're going to shoot for 12. Might go to
Shoot for
16.
12.
Last year we almost got to 16, but had to bring it back down to 12. But
Okay.
who knows? We'll see.
It's a
Good.
good tournament. It's a good time.
It is.
It's a good time. It's a good
Greenville's a
time.
good
Now
time.
that Christian's not involved, it's going to be even better. So
Ooh.
Just poking at you, remember?
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
Anything?
I mean, I think that's it.
All right, man.
You guys are doing a good job. Keep it up.
Well,
Thank you.
Thank you for your time, Eric, and
All
we
right.
look forward to hearing more updates next month.
That sounded natural. See you next month.
I don't want to go off script here.
Now let's welcome Sandy Sanderson, President, CEO of Cole Club Sports, to the show to talk about basketball.
basketball.
What's up, fellas?
How are you?
How we doing?
Doing good.
Great. Doing well.
Excellent.
Couldn't be better.
Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you for having me. First
Um,
ever, the first slate in Rachel Hartman's
Yeah.
catalog of Sweet 301 episodes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Episode 1.
Just did a good
I
job.
sensed a little, like
Tension.
freak out, but
Yeah.
she was like a duck. You know how they, that saying.
Like
where
a
it's
newborn duck that's like a deer.
Well,
walking.
no, like a duck that's like above water, you're calm, but underwater, they're like. So she was calm on the surface, but panicking underneath.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. Things seem
Yeah.
to be going well. so
Anyway,
far.
she's
talk
doing great.
basketball.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's do
let's
that.
let's talk
let's get that
basketball.
going.
What's going on in the world
Not
of
much.
basketball?
Well, the real news, Rob, right now, if you've seen social media today, just signed the University of Dayton.
Did see
like
that.
an hour and a half ago.
Wow.
So been talking to them for weeks, and it's been a little bit difficult because one of their officers is overseas for the summer. So he's been communicating with me and relaying information to his other officers in Ohio. So we finally were able to get it all situated and announce them officially today. So they make for the ninth new team on board for this season, which is right on pace for where we want to be. Our goal is to add 21 and get to 75, and I believe we're still on pace to do that. I'm noticing every day more and more. It's like, I think we're on the second half of summer. We're closer to students coming back to class than when they got out of class.
Yeah.
And now I've seen a little bit of an attitude change in terms of people want to return phone calls, return emails.
Mhm.
It's like they're starting to get in that mindset
Getting
of back to
that
school
feel again, yeah.
and they're starting to say, you know what, I want to figure out some more about this NCBBA thing.
Mhm.
And I had already had a call while this show was going on from a team that saw on Facebook that Dayton joined. Said, hey, wait a second, Dayton's in. Give me more information. Let's talk about this. So I had
Good.
that. So
Wow.
I have
Great to hear.
basically, I'm telling you, I got another phone meeting as soon as we're done here. So, but so 9 teams so far since the last Sweet 301. We've had in Dayton today, Fairfield University, and Montclair State, and I'm real excited the way things are progressing for next season. In terms of a timeline of what to expect, obviously the next 2 weeks are going to be heavy in the recruiting period. Then August 1st, what'll come out is the schedule request forms. And teams will have an additional 2 weeks to get those completed and returned. During that 2 weeks, we'll be pushing recruiting still, kind of like 11th hour recruiting. And then August 15th is when we'll start the scheduling process. And before scheduling comes realignment. So we'll really get a grasp of how we did with recruiting, where we've added teams. For example, New England, we've added several teams. It was already a packed conference. I've got probably 2, 3, maybe even 4 other new teams that want to come on up there. It's virtually a lock that we're going to split that into a north and south.
Got it.
So that'll happen on August 15th. We'll get that realignment and then bust out some schedules. And additionally, in additional to that, teams will be in August. We'll get email from Mike, who will be saying, an email basically says, "Hey, you get some game balls. Where do you want us to ship them?
Free.
Free. All you gotta do is hit the reply button and give a valid mailing address, which is sometimes the difficult
Yeah.
difficult part of that
Difficult.
equation.
It is.
So.
It's not as easy as you think.
So, so basketballs, we'll get the basketball ordered in August, so they'll arrive in September, and we'll go from there. So,
Good.
Any new roles or anything updated?
now rules were changed. Nothing major in the rules department, and that all went down months ago.
Months ago.
But thanks for asking.
Yeah, so I figured I would throw that out there.
But yeah, we want to get Connor on the phone, the University of Dayton president, just signed with the NCBBA. Get his thoughts on how exciting or how excited they are to be a part of the organization.
Connor, it's Sandy Sanderson.
Hey, Sandy, how you doing today?
Pretty good. Welcome to Suite 301.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Your timing was perfect. I was talking to him this morning. He said, I got all the approval to get all the paperwork signed to join. I said, if you can get it done by 3 o'clock, we can get you live on the internet, on our webcast. And he pulled it off. So appreciate your hustle today, Connor.
Hey, I'm glad to be here.
So, so Dayton, the newest team of the NCBBA, we've certainly been communicating about this for weeks. What was the best part? At what moment did you guys realize the NCBBA is the place we want to be for club basketball next season?
I think it had to be sometime this week. Chris and I have been texting back and forth. With him being overseas right now, it's been hard for us to communicate. But we felt like it was an opportunity for our club to move forward, have compete against some terrific teams, as we know, going forward, and we're just ready to be a part of it.
Absolutely, and you talk about excellent teams that you're going to be competing against. The rumor around club basketball is that you're one of those excellent teams. So we were excited to talk with you guys, really tell you all the ins and outs about our league, about our history, and it really felt like from a competitive level, this is a great fit for both parties. A serious club basketball team that takes the game seriously, respects the game, respects the opponent, and is really going to bring a competitive atmosphere to the court. And we're just we're excited to see who follows your lead. Because being a big name brand in basketball, both at the varsity level and at the club level, I think there will be people walking in your footsteps, following you into the NCBBA this year, and I'm looking forward to see who that is.
Yeah, we are. Thank you for every kind thing you just said about us. But yeah, we're gonna try our best to compete very well this year and see what we can do.
Now I realize it's like hour 2 of membership in the league, but do you want to give us a little synopsis into your team? I mean, what style of team are you? Do you have any big time seniors that are going to be impactful that we're going to be looking at the end of the year? Months and months from now, we'll be looking at them as possible All-Americans. Tell us about Dayton Club basketball.
All right. Well, I think just kind of start off, we have a really good point guard now. He was actually a freshman last year. He's probably one of our best players on our team. His name's Jackson Jaber. He does a great job controlling the game, great defender, both-way player. And then just kind of him and we have a big man, probably about 6'7". His name's Tom Martin. He does a great job of controlling the play on offense and defensively. So I think those two guys really help us out. They play off each other nice. Everyone comes together as a team. We love all of our guys love hanging out with each other. We play best when we communicate, and I mean I feel like we compete and play very well in this league. And kind of brief synopsis, but I think we get some older guys that can show up and do a lot of things. Everyone's part of a team. We play together, and we're pretty good, I think.
Outstanding. Cool. Well, looking forward to seeing the Flyers take the court this fall. A lot of work ahead of us in the recruiting department. More teams to sign, but glad to have you guys on board, official as of today, and looking forward to working with you in the upcoming months.
Hey, thanks, Sandy. Pleasure's mine.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for taking the time to call in today.
All right. Thank you. Have a nice one.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
That's Dayton Flyers, baby.
Good stuff.
So they've been around for some time now?
Yes, yeah, they've been an established program for years. As our program has developed, they sort of watched from a distance, and I think one of the big things was the experience that Ohio State had this year within the NCBBA. Being so close and competing a lot. I think Ohio State really told them hey, this was a great experience for us. This was more like college basketball than it was intramural, and that's what Ohio State liked. And Dayton's I think they were following in that footsteps of that's what we're looking for. We're looking for this competitive college basketball, realm to compete in.
Well, good. Yeah, I mean, league is growing. It's an exciting time for the NCBBA. It's going to be exciting to see us continue to develop.
Absolutely, and the next 4 weeks are going to be exciting too because it's recruitment time and scheduling time, and going to be good stuff.
Oh, football. We're going to switch gears into
football.
A little NCFA.
Yeah, it is football season.
8
just
weeks
about.
away from
8 weeks.
the opening of the 2016-2017 season. How are things shaping up?
Good. I mean, schedules have been out for months and months. Teams are just getting into their planning for their summer scrimmages, their summer workouts, their what do they call them? Their summer camps.
Yeah,
And
some 7-on-7.
yeah, and I think they all pretty much come back to school a couple weeks early, get some work in before kickoff to the season. But that is just right around the corner.
Yeah.
And, it's going to be interesting. Like again, with football, August 1st will mark a bigger moment for a lot of movement and things within the league where team previews will come out, they'll come out to the teams August 1st. August 15th they'll be due back. So August 15th we'll really start with our marketing push and all our preseason stuff, leading into September 1st being the preseason release of the preseason polls, and in August, late August we'll see getting more into the rosters, getting all the rosters up and so forth as the players get their guys academically cleared to play. And then, of course, there's the kickoffs.
Yeah.
September 15th weekend. So should be good stuff. I mean, we've got some big schools that have perennially been strong in the league. Middle Georgia State coming off.
They gonna repeat?
I don't think they lost much, so they're going to be a strong favorite. I think. Coppin's always
They're
strong. I'd look. I got my attention on Michigan State and Sacred Heart, two programs that were brand new last year. They came out of the gates really strong in a rookie season. Oakland has retooled with some new coaching staff, new officers, and that sort of thing. And they've probably saw on social media they got involved with Zenith, did a commercial for them. Basically featured quite a number of the Oakland players in their marketing campaign. And, of course, Miami is always strong. You can't ever sleep on Miami. Are they going to have enough back to really compete for a national title? We'll see. We'll see this fall. But out of the gate, Middle Georgia State's probably going to end up being the favorite, I would think.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what you wear the bullseye. You win the title, you win the bullseye, and everybody comes after you. So, but I'm real excited to see what Michigan State and Sacred Heart bring to the table in their sophomore seasons.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, good. Thank you for joining us, Sandy. I think next month NCFA wise,
it's gonna be heavy.
Yeah, we'll be a lot further along. So we're looking forward to catching up with you.
See, we can get some coaches involved for the August. Talk about their preseason teams and
absolutely.
That Facebook page is going to be
lighting up.
We're going to be lighting up
be
here
live.
soon. It's going to be live. It's going to be fire.
We have to throw one of those parental advisory logos.
I'm excited to see the Facebook page, the NCFA Facebook
it's good
page
read.
this year.
All right. Well, thank you. Appreciate you having me on the show.
Absolutely.
Doing a great job.
Anytime.
Keep it up. I'm out.
Peace. That's it, bro.
That's it. Wow, it was quick. Time definitely flies.
When you're having fun.
We are having fun.
Blast.
Well, that's it. That's all we have today for Suite 301. Thank you for tuning in, and don't forget to follow us on all our social media accounts to stay up to date on the latest news and happenings.
And be sure to join us for our next episode, which will be Tuesday, August 16th at 3:01 p.m. EST. Give or take a minute or two. Thank you. Remember, it's a game.
Have fun.